These motherfuckers are about to die, and I don't care about a fucking life. If I had the chance, I'd probably kill these fuckers twice. Good fellas, leave them all hanging in a truck of ice. On that bullshit, understand that don't fucking fly. Terroristic, about to blow this whole city wide. Twisted, as I'm screaming, die, motherfucker, die. Got your chest out when it's time, y'all just fucking...
Nick, what's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Besides the voice.
I hear
the
you.
Fucking tour voice, I'm great.
What day is this of the tour?
We started the 10th. So what's today? The 30th. So this is day 20.
Day 20.
Yeah.
Straight through.
We had one day off.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Not bad.
All right. CLAAS. That is who you are.
That is me.
How did that come to be? How did you come to be as a rapper? Were you rapping in high school, middle school? How did this happen?
Nah, I wasn't rapping in high school. We used to fuck around and shit in high school like anybody. You know, pencil beats and shit. You know, acting like we were fucking superstars, but I didn't really think much of it. Actually, whenever I started working for actually a Juggalo website at the time. It was called Riders Records. But the website was called Riders.com. Just so happens, dude that ran Riders also had a label. That was Riders Records.
Okay.
I actually linked up with McNasty, who was in Oklahoma, and I was in Texas. So we were like 3 hours apart from each other.
Okay.
Kind of had a desire to try to rap. Didn't really know shit about anything. And so he kind of took me under his wing. And we started a group called Full Scale Riot. And that's how it came about for me. Like, I wasn't even called CLAAS then. I think I was still like super Juggalo with it, and I was going by like Maniac Killer at the time. You know, so that shows my roots way back in the Juggalo world.
Hold up, Maniac Killer, what year?
No, dude, this is like 2002 or so.
Oh shit.
This is like early 01, 02 and shit like that, brother. Like this shows my like my age and my how long I've been jugging, fam.
Absolutely.
But so he took me under his wing because he had already been kind of in the game, and kind of showed me the ropes, like how to do it, how to perform, you know, helped me learn basically how I wanted to rap and shit like that. And then I don't think I became CLAAS until about 2004ish.
Okay.
When I decided, you know, Maniac Killer probably isn't going to get me very far. You know, as much as I love it and shit, you know, it is what it is.
Ask him if he kept his victims' eyelids in Manila.
You're right. I did. They're still in our little folder with old paychecks. Every now and then I swipe through old paychecks and I'm like, what's this? Oh yeah, those are the good days. So about 2004, I changed my name to CLAAS, which is actually root form of my real name, Nicholas. Like, it's just kind of tracing back where my name began and all that. So you know, I got CLAAS, and from 2004 till now, like, that's when I started doing the CLAAS thing.
Okay.
Again, I apologize for my voice.
No, seriously, no need to apologize. We're out here. You're on tour. You've been on tour. Don't apologize.
Everybody realize I've got a bad voice and a cough, and they have me doing an interview outside in fucking Detroit.
That might be I'm in a bikini outside in Detroit, bro. It's cool.
That's a good way. If anybody sees his nipples, that's not on me, fam. I thought we were going to be indoors.
I thought so too. You know what?
Shit
They're
happens.
in there. They're doing sound check or something.
Yeah, right.
You're writing for your music. Is that all just you sit down real quick, boom, boom? What is it?
I'm a chronic hook person.
Okay.
Like, usually I get a beat and I'll turn it on and I'll immediately try to figure out a hook. If I can't figure out a hook immediately, I'll move it. I'll go to another beat. Like I'm a vibe person. Like, usually if I can vibe with it, then I can write immediately. They're like, nothing will stop me. Like, once I catch the vibe and I know what I'm doing, everything else from that point on is cake.
Okay.
It's just catching the vibe, especially solo stuff. Like the group shit, not that hard because you got 3 people. Other people can come up with a hook. It's easy. Like, solo shit is a little bit tougher because it's like I really gotta feel it, or I gotta sense something. Like on my last album, I got a song called "Everybody Dies." There actually, if you listen, like if anybody goes and listens to that song now, in the background in the beat, it literally sounds like there's something saying, everybody dies. Everybody dies. So, like, I heard that immediately. And so, immediately, I took that and started thinking of hook ideas. And then I actually got that hook done by somebody else. But I told them the idea. I was like, you can hear it. You can fucking hear it. Like, base it off of that.
Shit.
And so, it's like, I like to hear it. If I can hear something in the beat, like, immediately, then 100%, like, I can write a song in like 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
You know,
fucking
like,
A.
And I might go back in after that and change some shit. I might start swapping some shit in and out when I'm recording. Like, I'm also a chronic, like, hold on. Let me change this. All right, guys. Let's do it again. Hold on. No, I don't like that. Let's change. Like, I'll rewrite shit in booth. But if I catch a vibe immediately, then I'm 100% in on that beat, and I got that song.
You're sold.
If not, I'll kind of put it to the side, and maybe later on, you know, down the line a few days, I'll listen to it again, or I'll just kind of keep it in my brain and try to, you know, come up with something.
Right on.
But I like the fast process. Like, some people are like, man, I sit down and, you know, like, I write, and, you know, it takes 2-3 weeks. Like, I can't do it, bro. Like, if I can't write the song, like, at least within the fucking day, like, I'm out.
That's it for you.
That's it for
You're
me.
done.
Like, I'll go to a whole nother beat I might not ever come back to.
So does that mean if you were to appear on a beat and say, someone says, here's a beat, man, and you're like, all right, cool, and you're listening, you're like, and you've got a few lines, and you're like, I'm not feeling it.
I'll tell them straight up.
Do you scrap that completely?
I'll tell them straight up I don't vibe with it. Like, collabs, like, I'll tell people I don't vibe with it.
Okay.
Can they send me something else?
Okay.
Maybe give them some ideas. All right, like, you know, like, I don't want to niche myself, but I have a sound.
Absolutely.
It's a, you know, it's semi-aggressive.
Yeah.
So, you know, I like shit that's a little more upbeat, like, more up-tempo. Shit that's a little more, like...
Hell yeah. No, it's fucking... I hate to say it, you're a fucking grizzly bear,
Yeah,
and your
you
raps
know,
are grizzly. You attack.
So I like, you know, like, I like my shit to be, like, real boastful and, like,
course.
aggressive. So, like, if I can't really vibe with the track, like, I'll let people know, you know, can you just give me some... Like, I'm, like, you know, I'm always down to listen to more and, like, you know, do whatever I need to, you know, and if that's all they got, I'll come up with something eventually, you know, but I preference that it might take me a minute. Like, give me a little bit of time, or, you know, do the good thing for me and just send me something that already has a fucking idea on it.
Yeah.
Then I already know where we're going. You know what I mean? Like, because you know, it kind of bugs me when, you know, like, if you just send me, like, a beat and you're like, you know, hey, you know, I want you on this collab. Here's the beat. And it's like, well, nigga, like, if I wanted to just have the beat, I'd just make my own fucking song. You know what I mean? Like just send me shit so I know.
Just want my voice on this, motherfucker. Come on.
Yeah, for real. So, but that's usually my writing process, man.
Okay.
Like, it's mad simple. If I can fucking vibe with something, then I'm good all day.
All right, fair enough. Let's talk about.
Can I interject something real
Go
quick?
for it.
Can you ask something about negotiating between rhyme complexity and sort of what you're trying to say, or like hitting a punchline, or like, you know, intent of what the purpose of the lyrics are, as opposed to, you know, having more complex rhymes.
Yeah,
sometimes you have to sacrifice those things.
Yeah, no,
I got you.
Say one
I got
thing.
you.
Can you,
I got you.
You can,
Yeah, I got you. So, how do you tie in, you know, the complexity of your rhymes to simply being someone that spits lyrics and says, this is what I'm saying right here, right now, listen to it? You know, what separates that from everything else for you?
I mean, I'm super in on punchlines.
Okay.
Like, if you know, people that have listened to my music,
Absolutely.
like, I punchline a lot. Like, I enjoy the punchline. I think it's one of the root forms of rap.
Oh, yes.
You know, like, when rap started, it was all about the battle. It was like, which MC was better, and with that comes, like, punchlines. Like, you're trying to outdo somebody, and the best way to outdo somebody is to hit them with a line, you know, to make them have to hit you with something, you know, the punchline. So, as far as complexity, you know, I won't sit here and say I'm the most lyrically complex motherfucker on earth. Like, I'm not, and I'm okay with that, you know, because you know, it's just not really my style. Like, some people might like the more complex, like, wordy, you know, backpack-esque rap. It's not really my thing, man. I grew up loving, you know, Ice Cube and DMX, and they're great lyricists, but they're not looking to, like, beat you over the head with lyrics.
Oh,
they're
no.
looking to like help you catch the vibe and ride with that song. Like that's what I want to do. Like I just want you to feel the beat, catch the lyrics, and be able to rock with the song. That's the whole premise. Like when I do shit live, I don't want you to have to sit there and like contemplate life and what I'm saying in my rap. Like I want you to fucking move. Like I want you to fucking
Come on,
move.
dance, motherfucker.
I want you to mosh or dance or jump or push or hands up. Like I want you to do other shit. I don't want you to just sit there like, man, that nigga's smart. Like I get it. Like like it's just not really me. Like more power to people that like to do that style rap. It's not my vibe. Like my whole thing is just I just want to make something people can feel, whether that's aggressive, or if it has some sort of meaning, like songs like Hold On, songs like Simple Man, but even still then, like I'm not like mincing words and shit, like it's straight to a point.
Absolutely.
So, I don't really fuck too much with like trying to overthink writing.
No,
like
absolutely.
I just basically write what I'm fucking feeling.
Absolutely. How did all of this, and I say how did all of this in the middle of a camera. I saw you at the gathering.
Yes.
You signed to LSP.
Yes.
How did that happen?
To be real honest, man, like me and Scum were talking about this last night because I owe a lot to that dude, man. I'll be honest. I owe a lot to a lot of people that have helped me throughout the years. But at the point when we my dude Kenny, when he went to LSP and was kind of like he's kind of like my phone manager. Like he handles shit for me.
Yeah.
He kind of went to them and was like, hey, what would you guys think about bringing CLAAS onto LSP? And they were kind of they're fucking with it. Like, man, we've been friends with we've all been friends for years, and they were like, nah, does he want to come to LSP? Like, what's the deal? And at the time, man, like I honestly didn't even know if I wanted to still like rap. Like to be real honest, I was kind of in a place where I just wasn't feeling rap anymore. I wasn't really happy with my situation. I wasn't happy with what I was doing. I wasn't really I didn't have the love for fucking rap anymore. Like I just didn't have it, and so he kind of went on my behalf to talk to them, and I came back to me and was like, hey, what would you think about this? And I was like, dude, if they're fucking with it, why not? And so we talked a little more. I did a few shows with them, and it just came about where they were like, do you want to fucking do it? Like, if you want to do it, let's do it. We'd be happy to have you. I was like, man, I'd love to be on the label. Like, I've been friends with most of those guys for years. I know they've got a great like cult underground following.
Hell yeah.
And they all really like enjoy what they do. Like, sans the party. I know we're known for Jaeger and parties
get wasted
and getting pretty fucked up. But beyond that, they all have like a natural fucking love for music.
Absolutely.
And real talk, like Psycho from Insane Poetry, like that dude is like literally one of my idols. Like he's put out one of my favorite songs of all time, and How You Want to Reason with a Psycho. Like I follow that dude's career. Like I've like literally have always been a fan of that guy. And so like the opportunity to be on a fucking label with a dude that I idolized, it was like, dude, like why fucking not? So I gave it a fucking chance, and it took 2 years for my album to come out, but like I was so happy, I was so revitalized. Like everything, like that album is the epitome of picking somebody back up off the ground.
Yeah.
Like I went from like not really having the love anymore to putting something out that I feel like is possibly the best work I had ever done to that point. And so like the change of scenery, the energy, the love that their people, that their fans showed me, like it just kind of rejuvenated and like gave me like new life. And so like literally like that kind of shot me back up in the air. So it's been fucking cool as fuck since then.
And here you are now, and I won't lie, 3 years ago, and I'll never forget, and I'll tell everyone this, anyone watching, listening, I fucking followed your career from when I got to know you.
Yeah.
You've done gathering giveaways. One of them was, you see CLAAS. I want to say it was something like, hey, CLAAS, check my shit in or something. You get a free T-shirt.
Yeah.
I own that free T-shirt.
There's the fucking shirt that has the hidden message.
Yeah.
My fucking little brother made that shirt, dude. That
I
shirt
still
is still
own it.
That shirt is still one of my favorites, bro.
It doesn't fit me.
Put on some weight, have you?
Yeah. Surprise.
Right.
But you're at the gathering when you did sign with LSP. I'll never forget. You had a big announcement.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you what it was, and you were in an LSP jersey.
Yeah.
Straight up basketball
As if I
jersey.
wasn't walking around in the billboard.
Yeah. Almost like you weren't advertising everything. And I said, hey, you had an announcement. What's going on? I'll never forget. You just said, speaks for itself.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm a dumbass.
Yeah.
When that happened, did that change anything for you? Like at that gathering, were there things where you were like, all right, well, things are different? Or was it the same, listen, I'm coming in here with the same mentality, the same idea, this is what we're doing, boom, thank you guys for signing me, and I love this crew. What was it? What was it for CLAAS that when you were in there?
I definitely felt like it meant I had to step my game up. I mean, like I said, they LSP has a really good following, man. And, I mean, I'm not the most, like, horror-centric, like, murder lyricist. Like, I grew up listening to horrorcore.
Yeah.
I fucking love horrorcore. Like, I grew up idolizing Twisted and ICP and, Bedlam, LU Cypher, fucking Insane
names.
Poetry.
I don't know that anybody watching this is going to know the names you just dropped.
Like, I grew up, like,
listening. Like, what?
I grew up listening to these dudes, and like I've always loved horror, but like it's never been like the majority of my music.
Yeah.
So there was like a moment of like clarity where it's like, holy shit, like I signed to them, and everybody was like mad hype about it. Like online was like buzzing, like shit went crazy.
Hell yeah.
But then like reality sets in, and it's like, well, fuck, I love Scum to death. That's my brother.
Absolutely.
But let's not mince, like. Yeah, that motherfucker talks about some crazy shit.
that motherfucker's off the walls. You want to go?
That shit is. It gets way left field over the fence.
How far should we go off this roof?
Yeah,
you want to go?
Yeah, it pretty much is off of that roof.
Yeah.
So it was like, well, fuck. What am I gonna do? Like, do I need to like change my whole fucking shit up to appeal to these kids, or do I just kind of need to be me? And in the end, like I just decided just to be me, do what you do. Like Absolutely. I make songs that are aggressive. Some of my songs are horror, some of my songs are dark. Some of my songs aren't, But so that's what I did. Like I made an album that kind of runs with that the whole way. Like I got a song called Murder with Tapeworm that's really dark. Yeah. But I have a song called Firestarter with Recognize that's not dark at all. It's just a good hip hop song.
Lyrical bombshell.
Yeah, I've got a song called Everybody Dies that's dark. But then I got it's like I've got other songs. I got a song called Fuck Me, Fuck You, or with Pollock that's like not dark. So it's like at the end of the day it was like, it was kind of weird, but it didn't change who I was.
Absolutely.
I stayed the same person in the end. It was just I started rocking with some other people, but the great thing about it was their people ended up embracing me anyways. Absolutely. Like they were with it, so they got the album. So.
Well, you knew this was coming. That's what she said.
Yeah.
How did that come to be for you? Come on, you got the fucking beautiful hoodie. It's beautiful, by the way. I know he's warm. I'm in a bikini. I know he's warm.
The UGA.
He's not even thinking about me.
So literally, man, back in the day, when all that shit came about, me and Buck had been talking for a minute. We had met, enjoyed each other's music. Had just talked about, hey, let's trade songs. Like okay. I'll do one, you hop on, you do one, I'll hop on. Let's just kind of, link up on some collabs. Cool. We started doing the collabs, kind of like dug the shit. It was what it was. And then randomly hit me one day and was like, what would you think about doing a group? Like what if we did like a fucking group, EP or something? And I was like, dude, I'm down, man. I didn't have too much going on at the time, so it's like, yeah, dude, like, why not? And so No Name at that point, you know, just tossing around ideas and shit. We had a couple songs that we had been fucking with. He came to me a little bit later because this is the point where Boondocks was off of Psychopathic.
Okay.
Before he was back on Psychopathic, you know, like a little weird area. And he was like, you know, hey, you know who Boondocks is? And I was like, of course, you know, like, obviously, I mean, he was like, well, what would you think about him joining the group for this project? And I was like he wants to? Like, you know, like he wants in?
Absolutely.
He's like, yeah, no, like he's totally down. You know, he likes the he likes the sound and concept. He's down. What do you think? So it was like, bet, like 100%. The Avenger thing came about because that was literally the time that the first Avenger movie came out.
Oh.
Yeah, so the original Avengers movie was out that year. And so we liked the idea. Like, you know,
ran with it.
Well, because it's like the Avengers were all separate superheroes that came together for one mission.
Yeah.
We were all separate rappers coming together for one album.
Fucking
that was supposed to be the premise.
Yeah.
You know, like we would, you know, join forces to knock out this one album and put it out to save the underground.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know, like a comic book storyline.
Hell yeah.
So so he was with it. We were all with it. That's how we came up with the name The Avengers. We started messing with it. Like the tracks we were happy. Each one of us brought in three beats. Each one, you know, we all had concepts for tracks. And we just kind of put it all together, man. I went out to Louisville and recorded all my shit for it, just like I did for this last album. And, well, as they say, it was history.
Everything else is history.
Real talk. Like, who would have thought, fucking 7 years later, you know, people would still want that shit.
So was this a plan for you? When Buck said, hey, we're going to do the Underground Avengers, did you think you guys would be a group past that EP?
Fuck no. No.
Because like I said, that EP was it.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it is comic-esque. You know, we literally were three entities joining forces for one mission. There was no telling where it was going to go from there. You know, we're all solo artists. You know, Boondocks ended up re-signing to Psychopathic. Who knows where it's going to fucking go? But no, like it was for sure a one-off at that time.
So originally there was never plans.
No plans.
Boom, mission complete, done. Peace out,
that
guys.
Album. Here it is. Hope you guys fucking enjoy it. Cool. Like that's what it was.
I did enjoy it. I own both copies, by the way.
Nice.
The original with the
Marvel
what is
tried
it?
to sue us one.
Yeah. I do.
Two-time Marvel's tried to sue us. Let that sink in.
No, seriously, you guys should let that sink in.
Marvel hates
that.
us.
That's a lot, actually. When Marvel has to step in and say something.
Yeah.
So if that was it for you guys, how did this next album come to be? How did M&E come to be for you guys?
So the whole next album thing was fucking, it wasn't even supposed to happen, bro. Like the whole shit with the new one was so we had talked, actually a couple guys in Fort Worth had set up a Boondock show.
Okay.
And then randomly they had hit up Tim and me and were like, hey, would you guys be down to do a show that's you know, all three of you and Underground Avengers?
Okay.
So we're like, you know, obviously, you know, I'm like, if Tim and Boondocks are down, of course.
Yeah.
You know, obviously he's, you know, if everybody's down, like, why not?
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
One night only, it's like the Beatles on the rooftop. You know?
Can we get
some
them here
of
tonight?
Some of y'all might be way too young to understand that reference.
No one knows.
But literally, it's like the Beatles on the rooftop of the record store.
Absolutely.
You know? Something that nobody would ever see coming.
Totally went over all their heads.
Here it is. Here it is. I'm old and love music. So, so we were like, yeah, why not? So that all got set up. You know, let's do it. Cool. Well, the fucking night of that show, 400 plus people, bro. People that were flying in from California, flying in from Detroit, flying in from New York, flying in from other places, people in Dallas, Fort Worth, 400 plus people in this club, dude, fucking packed.
Holy shit.
It was out of fucking control. Nothing we would have ever assumed was going to fucking happen.
Fuck.
It was a monster in its own right. It was literally like, wow. Like when we came out on stage to do the UGA shit, and you know, people were singing the songs and like fucking, it was just so massive,
mind blowing, just
so yeah,
basically just completely blown away.
So massive and mind blowing. It was just like, wow, you know.
Fuck.
So you know, we talked like, you know, because we had been talking a little bit like, you know, why don't we do one more album, just because of the following, dude. 7 years, and I couldn't go a day without at least one or two people asking me about the Avengers. 7 years. Like, think about that shit, dude. 7 years.
It's a long fucking time.
365 days a year.
No,
even if one fucking person asked me, like, imagine how many messages that is, dude. Like so it was crazy.
No, I hear you. I do.
And then like the show numbers kind of got back to Magic.
Okay.
You know, they were like, you know, even they were like, holy shit, you know, like
y'all motherfuckers drew out here.
And they kind of knew that we had been kind of talking about possibly doing something else, obviously, because Boondocks is signed to them.
Yeah.
So we go through the channels to, if we're gonna do another project, and just so happened that they were kind of excited by the numbers we did also, and it was just kind of one of those things like, why don't we fucking do this? You know, why don't you guys make the album, and why don't we put it out? You know, like let's fucking why not? Like why not? Like,
there's nothing here to stop us. Let's do it.
If you guys can pull that kind of number on a random show on a random Saturday in Dallas, Fort Worth, then what's to say we can't do something special? So at that point, you know, it was on.
It was over from there.
At that point, we were, you know, fucking Seven was on board to create the soundtrack. We got a couple beats from Godsynth, a ton of artists that were on board. You know, obviously Magic artists, and then I mean, of course, Thanos. Like, you know, all of those collabs were out of love and shit, bro. Like it just became a monster. It became a fucking monster.
And it encapsulated itself. It just kind of grew
Yes.
on its own.
It grew. The buzz grew. We knew about it for months before the initial picture that Magic put out of the gauntlet hand with the microphone.
Okay, yeah. What was it? Killing I'm an idiot.
It was a Thanos glove.
Yeah.
And he had the microphone.
Yes.
That's all they showed. And then it was like, let people speculate. We had already got a single done. We actually had a single done. We had another, like a new song done 2 weeks prior to that show that we were just going to put out, like, here's a new Underground Avengers song, you know. But that image,
the world went crazy.
basically, dude. It was absolutely insane, bro. The speculation, all that shit. People happy, clamoring, like, you know. So, I mean,
This shit's wild.
yeah.
Here we are now. I want to let everyone know this motherfucker right here, as I sit next to him, works harder than most of the people you know. He's put in hours upon days, and he's here because he won't stop working. He loves what he does, and he does it because he loves the people that come out to see him.
I do,
CLAAS?
dude. It's one of my favorite things to do, man. Like, and I'm like, you know, people are always like, man, I can't believe, like, especially on this tour, people have always been like, man, I can't believe you're, like, you know, just out here kicking it. Like, bro, I don't know nothing about, I don't know nothing else.
It's
like,
my
literally,
life.
Like, literally, I don't know nothing else. I don't know how to be, like,
A regular?
that type of, like, person where it's like, I'm just going to sit back here all night and wait till we have to go. Like, I don't know how to be that dude.
Absolutely.
Like, I enjoy people.
Absolutely.
I enjoy seeing
I know you
friends.
do.
I enjoy
you do.
drinking.
I love hanging out with you. I love hanging out with you. I'm like that.
And understand that the devil's here. Listen to the crowd roar. Now the rebellion's near. All these